Welcome back to Fresh Progress Beauty. So I'm making this video today to talk about how to get into astrology. I actually got a comment to make this video, and it's just something I'm really into. So I kind of want to give you guys a couple of tips of how to get into astrology. The first tip is you are not just a Pisces. You are not just a Cancer. You are not just a Capricorn. The sign of your birthday, that's your sun sign, and that's the basic aspect of your personality. But any person who's into astrology will tell you you need to find your natal chart. Your natal chart gives you the different flavors of who you are and gives you deeper awareness and understanding of who you are emotionally, who you are in relationships, who you are concerning discipline, who you are concerning work ethic. And it just helps you understand that you're a multifaceted individual, and that's why your sun sign doesn't give you the full aspect. That's why sometimes you read your sun sign and you're like, this is not me. Maybe because you need to read your moon, maybe because you need to read your rising. So I would tell you to first find your natal chart. The second thing, after you find your natal chart, you're going to be giving all these planets: sun, moon, Venus, Mercury, Mars. Google a list. I'll also have all this in the description box below of what the planets mean, because it's not going to make sense if they give you a sign and you don't know what the planets mean. So step number 3, you have your natal chart, you know what the planets mean, and you have an understanding of, the different aspects of yourself. So I think the next important thing that you need to do with astrology is keep up with it. I think, as with many other things in life, inconsistency is a habit. Inconsistency is consistency, so you can't get so caught up and so happy over astrology and then just forget about it. You have to keep on it, and it's a spiritual realm, so you can do August, July, September astrology. And I'll put my top 3 favorite astrology YouTubers in the description box below. I really like Marie Moore. She's so funny. She reads for filth, and she is amazing. I like this guy named Terrence. He is also very intuitive. I tell my friends, he said things that only if you knew me you could say, but if you didn't know me, how would you know this stuff? Just really amazing, on point, accurate astrology. And the last person I'll put is a tarot card / astrologer who just, to me, is really consistent, and I really enjoy the mixture of tarot and astrology together. So I think those will give you awesome aspects concerning astrology, and this is just the first part. There's many other aspects of astrology. There's dominant, there's recessive, there's what is more dominant in your chart versus what isn't dominant. Is there a lot of water in your chart? Is there a lot of fire in your chart? All those different kinds of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy. And I'll give you guys a little tidbit about me, since I'm doing an astrology video. So I'm a Pisces sun, I am a Cancer rising and Cancer moon, and I'm an Aries Venus, and everything else is Pisces in my chart. So a lot of water, but in relationships a lot of fire, a lot of assertiveness. I'm able to speak up or say, hey, this, that. I really value friendships. I'm really protective of others. At the same time, I can be very selfish in relationships. I'm just I'll just do my own thing, and then people all the time are like, you didn't tell me this, or you're really secretive, or blah blah blah. So like I said, when you know your chart, it really just makes you aware, and you're like, oh wow, I have to work on this. I have to work on this. It's a struggle, but essentially I do feel Pisces to the core. But I see the Aries, I see the fire in relationships, in people that are close to me. And then my Cancer rising, my Cancer moon, being very emotional, stability is important to me. And then finding your North Node is so important. Your North Node kind of tells you what you need to work on concerning astrology. I have this amazing book. It read me. It was so mean. It was so mean. It was like I have a victim complex, and I act like I care, but it was just really mean. But I would suggest find your North Node, especially if you're what is my purpose? What do I need to work on? How can I be a better person? And if you're just obsessed with personal growth like myself, I think your North Node just gives you so much potential on how to improve and change yourself and better yourself. So find your north node, and your north node is what you need to work on, and your south node is things from your past lives that are good. So my north node is Scorpio and my south node is Taurus, opposite signs. So yeah, I'm just trying to give you guys a good refresher in terms of what to look for in astrology. But I'll leave everything in the description box below, and let me know what's your chart. And I don't want to do a reading because I still have so much to learn, but if you want to put some of your chart aspects in the comments below, I'll do a little, you know, I'll give you a sentence or two just about your chart and things you should work on and things that are positive about you and how your signs and everything meshes together. By no means am I an astrologer. I'm just really into astrology, and I believe in it. I think when you were born and how the planets align have a big role in terms of who you are and who you become. But I think it's only one small part, and especially in relationships, people are like, you know, they'll come to me, oh my God, like he's this and I'm this, will we work out? I'm like, that's one small aspect. I need to know your sun, I need to know your moon, I need to know his Venus, I need to know his moon. So there's a lot of different aspects, but it's fun. And I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and let's get some astrology up in here in the comments below. Bye.